Hello, and welcome back to the Henchman story. On the last episode, we spent our time hanging out with Kate, and she prepared us some gifts to help us defend ourselves. She also, found it as usual. It's pretty much how it goes. On the physical thing, we ended up a little bit closer to each other. I think that's kind of leaning towards something. But there's not really much to talk about other than that, I think. So, slowly, she starts to pull back, leaving the breath from her words dancing on my lips. But nothing more. Her hand slides down from my shoulder. With a sheepish smile of apology, she backs away.
Sorry, I got caught up in the moment and just, I don't know, got put on autopilot or something.
I mean, it would make sense. You kind of run basically Iron Man in the sense of machinery.
No, it's okay. I wasn't complaining, trust me. I'm glad you did it, or started to.
I clear my throat and take a deep breath to slow my pounding heartbeat. Crap, did I do something? Did I not do something? A bit of A, a bit of B?
I'm glad too that you feel the same way. I mean, and the other stuff. I wouldn't do that sort of thing if I didn't want to, but...
She shakes her head and exhales.
Give me a second.
Okay. She closes her eyes and takes another breath, and when her eyes open, there's a look that I realize that patented Shining Nova resolve.
But for someone like me, my life isn't just about what I want. It hasn't been for years, and it may never be again. So I have to be careful about this kind of thing. I can't just jump in.
That's fair. I mean, you are a superhero.
And that's not me making it an excuse. It's just how my life is. It's how I am. I need to pause and evaluate.
Again, makes sense. You're basically a giant robot.
Right, that does sound like you when you say it like that. Not that you'd ever know from your carefree, impulsive lifestyle. Seriously though, it's cool. I can pause for as long as you need. I'll even have a recap ready for when you get back.
It won't be that long, I promise. This isn't me stopping anything.
Okay, I think we're making plans? Cool.
Like I said, it's a start. I want this.
She grins mischievously and folds her hands behind her back, reluctantly sliding further away.
But for tonight, why don't you try getting the hang of that gauntlet while I go prep for tomorrow, okay?
Okay. I wave the gauntlet around with a little
I
shrug.
guess some practice would be good. I'd rather not blast my face off with this thing.
But that's the whole fun of it.
I'd rather you didn't either. That would definitely affect our evaluation.
Okay, then. I guess we're getting called good looking. By now, Victoria has backed up all the way to the door to her bedroom. She reaches the handle.
Victoria, I wanted to.
She smacks.
Good night, Stan.
With that, she steps into her room and closes the door. I take a deep breath and rub my temple. Damn, she's something. Oh, she might even get rid of the butterflies. Ball's in her coat now. I just need to give her some space, and maybe figure out how to use this gift of hers while I'm at it. Come on, Stan, pull it together. You'll have all night to dream. Right now, you should get to work. And work I did, practicing my aim and wielding the gauntlet shield until late into the night. Not too late, hopefully, where we're going to be useless because of sleep deprived. Being sleep deprived. Sleep deprivation, there we go. Under normal circumstances, I probably wouldn't stay up so late, but the conversation I had with Victoria just kept playing over and over in my head. Even after such a long day, her words and her smile power me forward with an energy I didn't know I had. I got to get this right for her. I don't bother checking the time when I finally collapse onto the couch, but before I can set an alarm, I'm fast asleep. But are we going to be abandoned? Are we going to be woken up? Morning comes with the rosy fingers of dawn reaching out and slaps me across the face. So despite my late night, I'm up early yet again. In hindsight, I really should have asked Victoria if her windows had any blinds. Luckily, my nap seems to be made the difference. By the time I've devoured a bowl of her hero O's and taken a shower, I found myself fully energized. Not to mention, a little less pungent. I felt the shirt Victoria left over my head as I exit the bathroom. Okay. It's a lot more comfortable than my uniform, but I'm not sure why it says Post Boy on it. Must be a band.
Hey, nice shirt.
Hello, Dynamo. Let's see if the band works off with you and see. Well, you don't necessarily trust us, but you know, we're on the same side. I jump in surprise, nearly tipping over myself as I turn to face Miss Dynamo, who's leaning against the nearby wall. Out of instinct, I take a cautious step back.
Easy there, sunshine. No need to be so jumpy.
I mean, you've heard us the last 2 times we've met.
Isn't there? Because yesterday, well...
What about yesterday?
Okay, and you seem to have gotten over it. Yeah,
what about it? I can't seem to remember a thing. Go figure.
Now you're getting it.
It seems like bully mentality.
So that's really it then? You're over it? I'm not gonna turn my back and get stuffed into a mailbox when I least expect it?
Only for fun, not spite. I save my real blacklist for people who do the wrong thing on purpose, like a certain arachnid. As long as you do the best you can and stay true to you, your ass will be postage free.
Scorpions are arachnids? What? I don't think that works, Miss Dynamo.
Just don't go thinking it's because you're special or anything. I forgave Captain Commander, and he tried to impale me with a flagpole when he was being mind controlled. Nova just really trusts you, that's all.
But he was being mind controlled. I don't think that's the same.
I've run through brick walls for that little nerd, even when she didn't want me to. So if you let her down, it won't be a mailbox or dumpster you end up in. It'll be a volcano.
An active one or an unactive one?
Oh, good. That's reassuring.
That's just what a budding relationship needs, I think. The looming threat of someone with godlike powers sending me straight into the Earth's core if it doesn't go well. Better keep things discreet from it for now.
So maybe you can settle this. Is his name...
Oh, see, Captain Commander was what he called himself before being mind controlled. Now he's Captain Commodore. That's where all the confusion comes from.
Okay, and so you changed his name out of embarrassment?
Or, wait, was it the other way around?
So you don't even know. Fair enough.
Hey, you're here early.
Victoria steps out of the room with the laptop and overstuffed binder, which she places on the nearby table.
Hey, I'm always punctual, ain't I?
Not really, unless it's crime.
Only if we're going by Dynamo standard time. Seriously, did you just come here to intimidate Stan again?
No, we just had a nice chat. In fact, we're getting along famously, ain't we, sunshine?
Is there an option to mime for help? Before I can respond, I hear a whoosh and feel fingers poke the side of my head. Even a teething tap like that sends me stumbling. By the time I recover, Dynamo is propped up against the pillar, grinning impishly.
Yeah, like a secret lair on fire.
Good! I knew you two could learn to coexist.
Coexisting is one thing. Good thing you chose that word.
And how about our other friend? Did he behave himself?
We have someone over here?
Yep, just followed me around in his usual creepy silence.
Well, that can't be Dave. Dynamo jerks his thumb over... Oh, yeah, it's the robot. I have to think about it. Dynamo jerks thumb over the direction of Victoria's workbench, where Shining Nova's suit, the Shining Nova suit that had left with her yesterday, stands with a salute.
Don't tell me you're gonna get on me about giving it a voice too.
I gotta admit, it might be useful.
You could fool more people that way.
And awesome. Just imagine, you're out in the field, and suddenly... Listen, you're looking right schmick out there, but me power's at 50 bloomin' %, so be a mate and give me a charge, yeah?
Why Australian?
Or How about a Russian one? No, Scottish.
That's hard to imagine. Ooh, Russian, I'm not sure.
You know, I think you two might be worse when you're working together. And my suit won't be getting a voice no matter what the accent is. At least not until we've taken care of the matter at hand.
Honestly, I feel like the voice would help disguise it whenever you're not inside, because if it's like... Because, like, what am I thinking of? If people figure out that you're not inside, they've got no reason to kind of, like... Well, not necessarily take it easy, because it'd be supervillains anyway.
I think I finally got a winning plan that's going to take down Scorpion, but it's going to take a lot of work from all of us. So focus up.
I know, but we didn't sleep enough for this.
Though first, I need some coffee. Stan, would you mind helping me with that?
Sure.
Victoria heads to the kitchenette, and I follow. Dynamo raises a suspicious eyebrow, but doesn't object. As Victoria fills up a coffee maker with water, I grab a pair of mugs.
So, about last night, I'm still, evaluating, but I don't regret it. I just want you to know that.
That's playful, right?
Admit it. You just like teasing me.
Well, obviously, I'm planning to milk this for, I don't know. Is a month too much of a stretch?
You're a monster. And here I thought superheroes were merciful.
Just some of us. But speaking of, let's try to keep this to ourselves for now, okay? I promise we'll talk more later. But for now, there's still a lot to do, and...
That's fair, I think. Because the more people involved, the more people who can possibly let it slip, and therefore more people who put each other in danger, right? She casts a knowing glance to Dynamo's direction, and I nod in understanding.
Yeah, I get it. Take your time. I'm not going anywhere.
Are we not? Because doesn't that make us technically a house prisoner? Soon enough, the coffee is ready, and we return to the kitchenette, and to find Dynamo picking up one of Victoria's workbenches and setting it down in the middle of the apartment. Are you remodeling, or are you just working out? Apparently, this is a standard procedure because Victoria doesn't even acknowledge it. She just sets about getting her laptop hooked up to something and spreading the sheet of paper from a binder across the table. With a shrug, I grab a stool and sit down across from Dynamo. Though I use both hands, I had to point that out. Okay. Not long after, Victoria's activated the holographic display of some kind, though it looks a little
I
clubbed.
swear, you've always got 1,000 tabs open.
Just in case you have to go back to one.
Because I always have a lot to do, okay? There's a system.
Exactly.
There's always a system.
The system works. If it works, then there's no need to change it. Victoria clears her throat and hesitantly clears the display, leaving only the image of Lord Bedlam, Madame Scorpion, and Lord Bedlam's lair.
Anyway, let's recap the situation. Scorpion Group's latest product, the Henchman mobile app, was rolled out to 22 low-grade supervillains since it went into beta this summer. The latest being Lord Bedlam.
Does Lord Bedlam know he was the 22nd person on this list?
Each of those supervillains engage in heists at server farms and data science facilities across the globe, just weeks after enrolling in the app. Bedlam was no exception, but when we intervened...
Bitchface Supreme showed up personally to get in the way.
Yes, Madame Scorpion countered in person. That told us 3 things. 1, there was more to this than an app. 2, whatever it was, she had to be close to her goal to show her hand like that.
That would make sense.
And 3, there was something special about Lord Bedlam.
Not really, I don't think. Unless it was us.
I'm sorry, time out. Did you say there was something special about Lord Bedlam? The same Lord Bedlam that robbed a pet store last month.
I would imagine Lord Bedlam has some knowledge when it comes to either the internet, or like data building, or like app building. Especially because he complains about like online trolls and stuff. if that makes sense.
That's exactly what I said, which is why little Miss Super Spy over here decided to investigate in person.
After doing a little financial sleuthing, of course.
She gestured to some of the papers that are spread across the table. Receipts, tax information, all leading to Lord Bedlam.
That's how I knew he was building something. I just didn't know what or where. Luckily, Scorpion was using Henchman to reload his roster, and you know the rest.
Right. So she used him to build the world's largest, most evil custom PC in existence. She stole a bunch of data, and she's crowdsourcing Henchman. How is it all connected?
I wasn't sure either. Not until I was around her long enough to confirm something about her. Remember that important little detail I told you yesterday morning?
I have no idea. What is it about that she has, what we call it? That she can process information. Is she trying to find out everyone's super identity?
Her powers?
Yeah.
Exactly. These are all tools that she can use in perfect harmony with her own superhuman abilities. Before I was able to see her operate up close, the idea of her cerebral superprocessing was just a theory. Most of her abilities were. She rarely steps into the limelight, and when she does, she leaves a smokescreen.
I mean, that's smart of her, until now, I guess.
And a stench. But you're right. I've taken her on more than anyone, and I still can't nail down exactly what she's capable of.
Until last night, you mean?
Exactly. It
Okay.
may have been a simple game of spells and swords, but she couldn't resist the temptation to show her dominance, even if it tipped her hand.
Maybe she thought it wouldn't matter as long as she killed you before you could act on it.
Or maybe she was trying to show off for Casanova here. I think she was into you.
Pardon?
Seriously? Oh, gross. Even thinking about that makes me feel slimy.
That is is it unexpected? I'm not entirely sure. Is it? I don't know. I don't feel safe.
Well, I wasn't into her back, all right? You know that.
No? Then what are you into then?
Clearly, Miss Dynamo.
Do we have to know? I'm already feeling a little queasy here.
No, I guess not. In any event, when you take her power into account, things begin to make sense.
Yep. With a few taps on a keyboard, Victoria starts flipping through more images of holograms of the other villains and their lairs across the world. Soon they'll show up
The
on the
data
map.
that Lord Bedlam and the other villains in the Henchman beta program stole is on these servers on a private network, which she can connect to through...
The Hearts of Men. The Scorpions.
The Henchman app.
Bingo! Not only does it give her a mercenary army of henchmen to use at will, it also gives her direct access to her network at thousands of locations around the world.
Okay, then. So she's basically... What? She's basically making social media.
As long as a phone with Henchman installed is nearby, she can connect and put her cerebral superprocessing into overdrive. It'll be like she's a chess supercomputer on steroids. She'll be impossible to outmaneuver.
Well, if we can't outsmart her, then we'll just have to overpower her.
You've tried that before. It didn't work.
I'm not sure that'll be an option either. If she can make her calculations fast enough... Well, we can't let it come to that. That's why the three of us are putting a stop to it tomorrow.
You mean the two of you are stopping it while I get you water bottles and orange slices, right? Look, I said I'd help, but this sounds nuts. And it's like I said when you asked why I became a henchman. I'm just here to clock in and clock out. Being a henchman was just a job. I took it for the paycheck. When it went too far, I quit. That's it. I didn't gain superpowers or suddenly find my calling.
To be fair, Madam Scorpion did tell us that we have the common sense, I believe, to, use exactly what we need when we need it.
I don't see what I bring to the table here. If Scorpion's got all this going for her, what the hell can I do to help you stop her?
I'm getting to that, but you really need to stop selling yourself short. You might not have found a calling yet, but that doesn't mean you aren't good at anything. I've seen it myself. There's plenty you can help with.
Well, I mean, we did directly escape to the kitchen.
All right. So, what sort of help am I providing then?
Like I said, I'm getting to that.
Victoria clears the holographic display and brings up a map of the secret lair. It's not complete, but it's accurate. She's probably made it while she was undercover.
If the escape hatch in the cafeteria isn't on any existing maps of the lair, then it's in her power's blind spot. That means she may not have found it yet.
No, she probably would have if she followed us out. It appears in the cafeteria loading bay, followed by the word
So,
Alpha.
our Alpha team will enter there, but only after our Beta team has forcibly entered through a more visible entrance here.
Oh, it looks like Dynamo is Beta Team. Is Shining Nova part of Beta Team? Is the suit part of Beta Team while Victoria sneaks in with us? It appears in the main chamber, marked as
Beta's
Beta.
goal is to destroy all the transports. What are they called again, Stan?
The Bedlam Copters, right?
Helicopters.
Yeah.
Seriously? Well, they can't be that dangerous if they're named after that dweeb.
I mean, even still, don't underestimate them, because the chances are they'll do something.
But they can still fly, so we need to neutralize them to prevent any escapes. Luckily, their exit in the roof of the chamber is a perfect entryway for an airborne incursion. Beta Team's job is to bust through that exit, destroy or disable the, Bedlam Copters, and then engage the inevitable reinforcements.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Alpha Team will covertly enter through the cafeteria and fight its way to the supercomputer chamber.
But we're gonna have to fight Dave at some point. Maybe we can convince Dave to switch sides. A swarm of red X's move across the base of the main chamber, while a green line winds its way through the halls until it reaches the supercomputer.
Once there, Alpha Team will upload a malware package to the supercomputer that should get the whole network stuck in a loop. At least, I hope. I just finished it last night, so testing hasn't been robust. But if it works, then it should give us a chance to incapacitate Madam Scorpion and escape.
I don't think it's not going to go
That's
well.
what I like to hear. Only problem is,
Who's on which team? I'm guessing is what you're going to ask.
why is my team Beta Team? I should be Alpha Team this time. That's bullshit.
So you knew about it. Okay. Well, you I don't know. I was going to try and make a joke, but
How do you know you're Beta Team? I never said you were.
well, let's be fair. Stan can't destroy Bedlam Copters. You know the malware, so you won't be in the Beta Team.
It's the Smash Shit Team, and the other one is Sneaky Cybercode Team. It's not hard to do the math.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
Fine, you're right. Alpha Team is Stan and I, and you're...
With the robot.
Just say Dynamo for God's sake.
Okay, you're just Dynamo then. But one other thing, and don't be mad.
You have the
If
suit.
Scorpion shows up, you briefly engage and then retreat.
What?
Because until we take down that system, she's too dangerous. And she's fought you before. In fact, she's gone out of her way to fight you. It sets off alarm bells, like she's counting on your interference.
So what? I can take her. Even with that nanotech or whatever she's got pumped into her, she's not as strong as me.
She has nanotech inside her?
And I'm sure she knows that. But she avoided me and attacked you at the data science lab anyway. Something's not right about it. Just promise to play it safe. Please?
Ah, don't give me the puppy look. Fine. I'll be careful, alright?
What happens if she doesn't show up and she chooses to fight the Alpha Team?
Good. Then that leaves Stan and I as Alpha Team.
At least give Dynamo the suit to help.
I
Sure.
don't really know how to treat a guy. Will dinner be before or after the raid on the supervillain hideout?
Victoria suddenly tends to be shooting me a surprise look. Oh, whoops, I forgot we were trying to keep this contained. Not really.
I mean, what do you guys normally do after an operation? Like, is there a superhero bar you guys go to, or...
Who says you're invited, Sunshine? Though it would be pretty funny to drink you under the table.
That's a challenge. Okay, and so, we make this a game. Daniel laughs and I breathe out a sigh of relief as the clue whizzes over our head.
Well, that's all getting a little ahead of ourselves, isn't it? Anyway, that covers the high-level plan. If it goes smoothly, I'll handle the malware activation myself. But just in case, you'll both have backup drives. They'll be plug and play, but a little slower than if I hook in directly.
Fair
Any
enough.
questions?
Is it... yeah, no.
What are our odds? And be honest, I'm used to really bad odds. Of course, I'm not used to beating those odds, but hey.
Because I would imagine it's, because if we ask for reinforcements, it would say no, because too many people would be showing up.
With you here, I'd say 60-40. I know that doesn't sound perfect, but I don't think we've ever been better than 50-50 with her. This is the best we're going to get.
Well, it's a 60s on our side, okay.
Screw that. We're at least 98-2. And I'm only giving her one of the two because of the whole computer brain thing.
And how do I figure into those odds?
You're the other one.
Ouch. She's calling us a hindrance. Victoria is about to interject, but Dynamo raises her hand.
I'm kidding. You're a valued member of the team, Sunshine.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired of being called Sunshine. Victoria shuts off the hologram and exhales before gesturing the papers scattered across
Anyway,
the table.
I printed out some additional intel for you guys to take a look at. I need to tune up Kepler, but just holler if anything else comes up.
Homework? On printed paper? You're killing me, Victoria.
And if you're not prepared, Scorpion might actually kill you, so quit whining. We leave from here at 5:35 tomorrow morning, so we don't have much time.
I mean, that sounds like a whole day,
But
so...
if we work together and follow the plan, I know we'll succeed.
It's not exactly a gutsy bug address, but something about Victoria's words motivate me all the same. And while Dynamo continues to protest, I find myself gathering up a few sheets and getting to work. Do we have to choose which we focus on? Like, I'm assuming there's combat, and then there's actually learning the plan, or there's like hanging out with probably Dynamo and or Victoria. Maybe it's the fact that it's not Maybe it's the fact that it's not a grand call to arms that I find so effective, but I'm not being commanded to into battle. I'm being talked like an equal, even though I know I'm really not. And the three of us split off into three different corners of the apartment, and time flies as we get set about preparing. Victoria works quietly on her suit, and I do my best to memorize her reports. Eventually, Miss Dynamo flies off. Ostensibly, it's to go on a patrol for a while and throw another red herring out there. But I don't think that fools Victoria. Based on how she shrugged it off, she probably expected it. I'm not gonna lie, I think this place looks better during the night. When my eyes start to hurt from reading, I wash my uniform. Stuff some cereal down my gullet and practice more of the gauntlet Victoria gave me while she puts her suit through the paces. At first, it's weightlessness of the shields threw my brain for a loop, but I'm getting the hang of it now. As much as I can get the hang of anything with all these butterflies in my stomach. Some of them are from It's Tomorrow, but the rest are blue, white, and gold. Should I say anything? No. I said I'd give her time, and I meant it. Tomorrow's important. I shouldn't distract it with something like that, but tomorrow's uncertain too. What if I embarrass myself and mess things up, and the electricity of the moment is gone? What if we already lost it, and I haven't realized it yet? What if?
Jesus Christ!
I jump and nearly smack myself in the head with the shield as I turn to face the intruder, who turns out to be Victoria in the full shining Nova regalia. I'm assuming. I let out a sigh of relief and verbally deactivate my shield.
What's wrong? Having a painful flashback to the day we met?
I mean, it wasn't painful. You just tranquilized us.
Something like that. Sorry, I was spaced out. Is it dark outside? When did that happen?
Victoria's suit cracks open and she steps out. She wipes a lock of her hair out of her eyes and stretches out her shoulder. Light catches a glint of sweat on her skin, and that glint of... and that glint of whiskey in her eyes. Cool. Had to think about that. I'm starting to know. I'm staring, I know, but this time, I don't try to hide
Still
it.
early, but you must really be in orbit if you missed the sun setting.
Is something on your mind?
Yep. I open my mouth to reply, but I hesitate halfway there. No, that's too direct, isn't it? I shake my head and hold up the gauntlet.
Oh, you know, just this gift of yours. Still trying to get used to it and... who am I kidding?
I pull the gauntlet off and set it aside. Taking a sharp breath, I turn to face Victoria. This time I don't stop
Victoria,
myself.
Need a break? Good, me too. In fact, that's why I came to check on you.
Cool. Before I can respond, she grabs my hand and pulls me forward. Wait, is she stepping back into the suit? Hold on.
Let's get a breath of fresh air.
Looks like we're gonna go for a fly, but that'll be on the next time. Hopefully you had fun. This has been informative, I'd say. Hopefully I can see you on the next one, and with that, goodbye.